Just gonna go through these drawings. Gallifreyan. Yeah, just gonna go through this. Nope. This sketchbook. Another. Circular Gallifreyan writing. Gallifreyan. Device. Gallifreyan. Sonic device. Gallifreyan. Sonic device. Gallifreyan. No, that's Sonic device. Sonic screwdriver. Another one. Sonic screwdriver. That. I mean, I'm glad that he's calling it out, but you can't just tell Trump that he's getting towards a shitty deal. Just say it how it is. Ted Cruz is trying to I know President Trump believes in peace through strength. I know he's got a deeper plan. Peace through strength is a myth. You put your faith in somebody who's an absolute idiot. Just admit it. Anyways. 2 days ago, Washington Times reports Sonic screwdriver design. Donald Trump is now preconditioning any peace deal on a bunch of countries joining the Abraham Accords, recognizing Israel, and that, So just think about this. If this was truly about protecting America's interests, if this was truly about precondition on the idea and that one, and this one, and that one, and that one, and this one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. The Democrats who hate this country. This guy is just full of sick, vile, wicked evil. The president has also shared his thoughts on the holiday, posting earlier today on Truth Social. He said, "Happy Memorial Day to all, including the Democrats who are disrespectful to our military and all the tremendous success that has had over the last year. God bless those that have made the ultimate sacrifice. I love you all." Not too far from the White House, there's a special parade. Screwdriver. How does Fox News have to share? How do they pretend like this is all normal? The way the guy reads this. Sonic screwdriver. Sonic screwdriver. Every president. Dude, Donald Trump has disrespected our service members more so than any other president in American history. Sonic screwdriver. Sonic screwdriver. Sonic screwdriver. Sonic screwdriver. Sonic screwdriver. Sonic screwdriver. Don't know. That one's a good one. That one's a good one. That one's a good one. That one. Good Sonic screwdriver design. So is that one. So does that one.
So does that one.
breast cancer. The agency cites no new science, no new evidence, but they just cite an executive order that Trump sent out about restoring biological truth in government.
That one.
So basically, Republicans don't think men can get breast cancer, so they cut this funding because Trump became
Another good
president and
one.
started shitting on trans people. What are we doing here? While all
And
this
that
is happening,
one.
Donald Trump is currently heading to Walter Reed
And that one.
in 13 months. It could be a routine
And
visit, maybe
that
it's a routine
one.
visit. Do healthy people visit the hospital
And
3
that
times
sonic
in a year? I
screwdriver.
don't know.
No, they don't.
This would be a headline for months and months and months. This would be a headline.
Sonic screwdriver sign.
Multiple times and tried to be kind of quiet about it as these rashes.
Another sonic screwdriver design.
I think that the president, in my opinion,
And that one.
healthcare. It's just a necessity for someone who is running the country in a stable way.
And that one.
Cause everything to be very, very chaotic, right? While all of this is happening,
That one too.
war is imploding. We learned
And that
Donald
one.
Trump is visiting Walter Reed tomorrow for the 3rd time over the past 13
I'm not going to
months.
clarify what
3 times is insane. He's
that
posting like a madman at all times throughout the night, not sleeping, posting long ass posts like the one on screen, and we're not supposed to ask questions.
And that one. And that one. And that one. And that one. And that one.
This post right here from Frank Lutz
And that one.
saying that you see on the internet.
And that one. 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 Another good sonic screwdriver design. One other good one. And another one. And I'm just going to be silent for the rest of this video. Just going through the sketchbook.
All the Republicans were in their replies trying to say, look it, we've won. They're not going to hold us straight anymore. And the Republicans weren't realizing that Iran was making fun of them. They're still going to be charging fees in the same way. They're still going to be charging tolls, but they're just calling it environmental protections. Is this Trump's version of the Green New Deal at this point? Now, let's get into the serious nitty-gritty of what Trump is currently saying in these negotiations, because he just upended everything. It could be because people like Ted Cruz do not want this deal to be reached, but after Trump said that we were this close to a deal, he just blew it up. He blew his up. He blew his own deal up. Once again, let me explain. As Midas Touch tweets out, Trump just threw a massive wrench into the Iran negotiations. In a lengthy new post, Trump said it would be mandatory that Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Pakistan, Turkey, Egypt, Jordan, and others sign on to the Abraham Accords as a part of any deal involving Iran. Of course, the Abraham Accords were built to strengthen Israel's standing in the Middle East. So wait a minute. Before we get a deal to help the American people, we have to precondition it on Israel as a state being helped. Make this make sense. Quote, this comes after Trump reportedly stunned leaders of several Arab and Muslim nations during a Saturday conference call.
Come on up, Roxanne.
Normalize relations with Israel.
Come on up, Roxanne.
Familiar with the call, leaders, especially from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Pakistan, were completely caught off guard. Quote, there was silence on the line, and Trump joked and asked if they were still there, one official said. Now, Trump is publicly escalating the demand, saying countries that refuse will not be a part of this deal. Saudi Arabia has repeatedly said normalization with Israel first requires an irreversible path toward a Palestinian state. I think that's actually a very fair ask right there. Hey, if we're going to bolster up your country and normalize your country, Israel, at the very least, Palestine needs to have sovereignty, a state of their own, recognition that they have sovereign borders, no West Bank settlements, no starvation of Gazans. But we're now at a point where the United States is trying to keep the West Bank settlements, but force other people in the Middle East to recognize Israel. That's really backwards and really messed up. I'm not even going to read the entire post, but he lists off a bunch of world leaders that he wants to join the Abraham Accords. He says it should be mandatory that all of these countries, at a minimum, simultaneously sign on to the Abraham Accords. Those countries discussed are Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Pakistan, Turkey, Egypt, Jordan, and Ukraine. It may be possible that one or two have a reason for not doing so, and that will be accepted. But most should be ready, willing, and able to make the settlement with Iran. Wait a minute. Did he say in one line, it should be mandatory that all of these countries, at a minimum, simultaneously sign on? Then he said, it may be possible that one or two have a reason for not doing so, and that will be accepted. He's negotiating himself down in real time. It's like if I'm trying to sell somebody something, I'm like, you have to pay $1,000 minimum. There is a $1,000 mandatory payment, but if you can only pay $750, that's also fine. We'll accept that. Of course, they're going to choose the $750. You can't negotiate yourself down. I want to end this off by pointing out, Adam Cochran says, China and Russia are the real winners of the Iran war. Right now, Iran and the United States are both struggling in different ways. It would be short-sighted to act like Iran is currently on top of the world. Iran is struggling as well. In fact, on their side, there are reports that high-ranking officials in Iran don't know what the younger Khamenei is hiding in a bid to protect him from his father's fate of being struck. So the younger Khamenei was injured and is currently hiding out, and that's apparently hurting negotiations on their side as well. On our side, we have a dipshit president surrounded by terrible, terrible operators. On their side, they have a rather extreme new leader who's very injured and who is hiding. So, in summary, Trump can't stop the war he started for no clear reason because negotiators can't even reach the Iranian leader who's only hiding because of this war. So, it's basically a huge mess. China and Russia are the real winners. They got to deplete U.S. resources without doing anything.
That's a shame.
U.S. spheres of influence without doing anything. They got to further entrench their own energy interests, and they got to exhaust our interest in supporting Ukraine or Taiwan. This is not good. Not good for the United States. And right now, Donald Trump visiting the hospital is not really easing people's concerns about his ability to deal with this war. We're going to leave it here. If you appreciate the videos we make on the Adam Mockler feed, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe below. Drop a blue heart.
And that's a good sonic screwdriver design.
This is the best way to help boost our content.
What if Padme convinced Obi-Wan to save Anakin on Mustafar? Let's explore the depths of it in the video. Padme feels her legs threatening to bump.
And subscribe
Comes crashing down.
to my YouTube channel.